useless. You don't need more talking. You should just do.
Yeah.
But you still attended.
Well, my president attended. It's his prerogative. I put it out that I wasn't going to go. And I was just telling my brother Inusa here, 10 years plus, it's the same place. We were saying the same things. We've talked and talked. I have said all kinds of things, some taken, some not taken well. Look, activity is not the same as progress. We are seeing a lot of activity, a lot of stimulation, a lot of talk, no progress. Galamsey is getting worse. So we don't need more talk, number one. Look, don't look at what people are saying. Look at the ground, and then you will know what is going on. Let me give you an example. Despite all the mountain of talk, when this government came in, nothing or not much has been done in terms of stopping Galamsey, but we have been able to establish Gold Board, pass the law, pass LI, set up the institution, gone onto the ground, start buying gold, and we've mobilized billions of dollars of gold, sold it, and done all kinds of, all within this space, but we have not been able to solve Galamsey. Put it another way, a counterfactual. We have managed to set up systems to harness Galamsey gold, convert it to dollars, and stabilize the economy. And we have not been able to stop Galamsey. Activity is not the same as progress. There's a lot of talk, no action, and the action is rather in harnessing Galamsey gold to establish this economy or make it better. In a sense, somebody will say that's good. The president said, after all, in the past, we were not benefiting from it. Now we are benefiting from it. I am telling you, I've come to the conclusion, we will not win the Galamsey fight. There is no sincerity in doing that. And look, the experts will tell us, all of us are going to pay a very heavy price for some people's private profit. It is not you and I who have to solve Galamsey. It is the president, his cabinet, his ministers, and the people we have given authority to go and solve it. To me, they don't have any interest in solving it because they think not solving it has better benefits for them politically.
After everything you saw and heard yesterday,
yes,
you still say
that's why I'm telling you, don't watch
interest.
the talk, watch the action. All the things I saw and heard yesterday were what I expected to hear. And I've been hearing them for over 10 years.
Forest reserves.
Oh.
We are told that the EPA, or whichever it is, had to classify as red zones because their officers could simply not enter. There were armed tags in there. You dare not. We are told that even the military was asked to stay off.
Who asked the military to stay off?
And now, these places have been recovered. You don't see effort that is getting to bringing things under control?
You see, as we speak, there is more Galamsey now than we had yesterday. New equipment have come into this country and have found themselves onto, Galamsey sites. So I say, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of stimulation. Watch the ground. What is happening most in the area of gold in Ghana today is that Galamsey gold is being mobilized effectively, sold and being used to stabilize the economy. All of us are benefiting in that sense. So let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. We are doing more to mobilize the gold than to stop the mine.
Why do you think the national security is not advising the president this way?
I am not sure why, but I am worried about the kind of pronouncements we are getting out of the experts, because I think national security should be speaking to the experts, and then the experts should be advising, and then we know where to go. So if you take Madam from EPA, for instance, we can excuse her use of the term, de-chemicalize, because there's nothing like that, especially in this context. And Ken Ashigbe also mentioned that the scientists who came to make the presentation clearly selected the irrelevant areas to make a presentation on. That's a mistake, okay? And if Madam says that something has worked in a lab, I can say with my BA in geography that it will not work in a river, all right? So there is therefore a problem with the experts and what they are saying. And I worry also, in analysis, you can also always question motives when you come to policy making. Here we are moving in a certain direction, and clearly you can hear the connection to procurement already. And that is worrying. So as an analyst, I can tell you that, hey, I'm seeing the signs. Somebody is going to convert this problem into a procurement opportunity, and we're going to buy all kinds of things, throw them in the river, and then nothing happens. And then you see the national security people. Major has just said something which I have been saying for more than a year now, that this is the same structure that led to the collapse of Liberia and Sierra Leone. What you have here, what he said is that what you are seeing in the Galamsey areas is exactly what you see with the formation of rebel groups. It's a huge national security issue. And we've seen some of these Galamsey people overpower military people. So we really need to take it seriously. See, at the end of the day, there is also this transition that is going on, and nobody's speaking about it. I've said it before, I'm going to repeat. Today, as we speak, I hear President Mahama actually mention it, that there is a Galamsey economy of about 4 million people. I said it somewhere, and then somebody said President Mahama has mentioned it.
Yes.
Now, we have also detected that...
It was either the minister who mentioned 4 million people are involved.
In the Galamsey economy.
In the small-scale mining sector.
So you let me make my point.
Yes, 4 million people in the small-scale mining sector, which contributes 52% of our gold.
But when you say that, I say, oh, that includes illegal mining.
Right.
And illegal mining is about 85 to 90% of small-scale mining.
Thank you. You see all this English?
Yes. Say that again.
Illegal mining components or small-scale mining entities in Ghana here is between 85 and 90%.
Then there's no small-scale mining.
Thank you. So you see, because of the shortness of time, we can't explain all these things. So I'll say, we call it the Galamsey economy. Somebody will say, no, it's small-scale mining. Major, I just told you, it's 85%. We are saying this Galamsey economy supports 4 million people. It has just been confirmed here. These 4 million people, their lives depend on it. Because of that, you have a situation where the locals have stopped the fight against Galamsey. They have made peace with Galamsey. Galamsey is giving them more money than cocoa farming. It's giving them more money than their, by-day farming. Because of that, Galamsey has essentially become an elite fight. We in Accra and other urban centers are now having to bear this because we know all the things being said around here. It's killing them, but they don't care anymore because it is feeding them. Samson, it's a major problem. Why? Why? Because the people you're trying to save now will start fighting you. And this is how it also affects votes and co. For me, so many things can be spoken about, and I have all the notes here, but I say this is where the problem now is, and we should start thinking very seriously about it. I have said, and I repeat, that the government has been able to do gold, but the government promising the repeal did not do the repeal. We have seen hundreds, if
now
thousands.
It will repeal from the 14th of October.
Has not done it yet.
Will be put in Parliament.
And I'm telling you, watch the action and not the talk. However, we are doing a lot of mobilization of gold. What I see is not a fight. I see an arrangement that is taking advantage of... I'm not going to talk about enabling. I'm saying the taking of advantage of a bad situation, and we're going to pay for it. Now, in the US, they have what they call RICO laws, racketeering laws. We know that Galamsey is racketeering. We need to have RICO laws. What Chief is saying here is that when you have laws that assume a civil arrangement, then you have a civil base to arrest them, prosecute them ordinarily. But when you have a situation where the people have essentially become an enclave unto themselves with a political arrangement, with arms, they can absolutely determine what goes on there. You are not dealing with a civil arrangement anymore. I sat here and said this thing again, that it has now transited from something that ordinary prosecutors can deal with. We should start thinking about more serious things. You see, when the politicians are confronted with these things, they look at, oh God, this is a big problem. And then they run away and try to do the little things which are cosmetic, which is why we haven't solved Galamsey up to today. Look, I don't think we will solve Galamsey.
You're repeating this?
Yes, I've said it over and over. Why? Because I don't see...
When you say you don't think we can solve Galamsey, we will solve it, you are saying that we are doomed.
I'm saying, given the present kinds of actions we are taking, and when I talk about action, the action of the president, his cabinet, and the leaders in this country, it is not for you and me to solve. So, if you can see, if they accept the kind of challenge that we have, and you see them making the necessary move.
You had Kanalboa leading the Naimos, and giving them all the warnings, so serious about it, and telling them they are coming for them, and they have actually arrested some of them, and they'll continue to say the kingpins, they'll smoke them out.
The kingpins are sitting in Accra in air-conditioned offices. They are not on the chamfans and things in the bush. All right? The kingpins are doing LCs and importing. Ghana is the highest importer of excavators in West Africa. Importing millions of dollars worth of excavators into this country.
We have so much at our ports that there was no space.
And they had to clear them. And trust me, they've cleared them to the national security, whatever. After a while, they will not be there. When you see the kind of way we are fighting it, you will come to my conclusion that we won't solve it. Listen, I've made a number of proposals. And I'm giving you one example. Why wouldn't they do it? Excavators are weapons of mass destruction. In Ghana, that has been true for the last 20 years. So, just like we color taxis yellow.
Contractors need them.
Contractors
are civil engineers.
Contractors use only a small subset of excavators in Ghana today. So, excavators, as a matter of fact, are weapons of mass environmental destruction.
That's what we should declare them to be.
Yes. And I'm telling you, we have laws that say taxis should be sprayed yellow on the fender. So we identify them. I have made a proposal. If our president and his cabinet and his ministers are serious, every excavator should be colored bright red. And numbers should be printed on them so you can see them from a helicopter.
They've started now giving them numbers as the DVA.
They used to have electronic trackers on them, which means they knew where the excavators were and they knew they were doing Galamsey, but it still went on. So I'm saying the kind of things.
So the electronic trackers that the president and the minister are talking about.
Yeah. They are not working. They are not working. Which is why I'm saying, let me see you do paint them bright red. Okay, everybody sees it. It is okay. This is and put all excavators under the control of national security. What does it mean? Wherever you see an excavator, it is national security that has allowed it to be there. All right. Okay. And if it is not in the right places, so something. My point is, if you see, look at the action, not the talk. I've said it over and over today. Look at the action, not the talk. Okay. And please, let's avert our minds to the fact that since our people have made peace with Galamsey, if we don't take care, they will start fighting the states. Then we will know we have a problem.
I'm taking a quick break.